reasons why I think African and African American studies should be important for a student is because it's American history, it's American culture. You cannot examine the role of black folks in this country without looking at it broadly in the context of the American experience. What we hope to provide in African and African American studies is a particular lens about that is attentive to race and class and gender and sexuality, and is also interdisciplinary. So it's not just an examination of American studies through the guise of history or literature or religion, that it's very much an interdisciplinary process or multidisciplinary process that produces something that I think is very unique for students in terms of understanding the African American and thus the American experience. Duke University is one of the leading elite institutions in the South. You could argue that Duke is the South's Ivy League school. And I think for a Black Studies project, part of that responsibility is to do work on Black life in the South. Whether or not we're talking historically around issues of slavery and in terms of sharecropping and other economic systems that have exploited Black folks in the South, but it's also about rich cultural and religious traditions that come out of the South. When you think about the Great South Scholarship of John Hope Franklin in terms of from slavery to freedom, when you think about some of the great professors we've had in the divinity school and also at the Chapel, you think about someone like C. Eric Lincoln, who's one of the most well-known professors ever to teach here at Duke, and the work that he did for us to have a better understanding of Black Muslims in this country. All of that is about a commitment to looking at Black folks in the South, and I think that has to be part of the focus of Black Studies here at Duke. But I also think about the South more broadly, this idea of a global South. So as we're looking to the American South, the South here in the United States, we're also looking to South America and Brazil and Southern Africa as a way to think about these places in the South where Black bodies have coalesced, if you will. Black Studies as a formal field in the university is more than 50 years old now. It was something that came into the university space because of pressure from the street, with the expectation that Black Studies would always keep its one foot in the academy and another foot in those streets. And I think along the way there are some institutions and some programs that have lost that part of the vision. One of the things that I'm hoping to maintain here at Duke's African and African American Studies Department is a real commitment to doing quality research that is reflective of the great minds who are in the academy, but also to keep literally our ear and our feet and our hands in those streets to be able to produce knowledge that is of value to our community, that they find valuable and of interest, and hence my own commitment to doing very public work and hoping that the department also shares that vision for doing public work. What I love about being in the classroom is that you always will have students there that are hungry, who want knowledge. And it's a great responsibility to be able to deliver that knowledge to a wide breadth of students who are in very different spaces in terms of what they know and they don't know, and to be able to do that consistently and still make it interesting. While I don't think of professors as performers, there is in fact a performativity about it. And I know that I am most happy in the front of a class, moving my hands, pulling ideas from wherever I can find them, that I feel most alive in that particular setting.